Well, good morning and welcome to Linton's Enchanted Gardens. Here we are again. It's a great looking weekend and Mark Linton is here with us. Mark, good to see you.
Good morning, Craig.
You know, your lead designer, the lady that has all the inspiration here at Linton's, Diana, she's put together a set today. She's entitled it Retro Retreat. I'm excited about that. We're going to learn some things, aren't we?
That's right. She's done a beautiful job, as always, here. And kind of to set the scene here, you can see that she's done some things here with the fabric. I love how she's got that draped. And this is one of our Chihuly-inspired blown glass. It's some wall art. Each one's unique and individual. It's actually on sale. Half price, and it's only $54.99. I love that splash of red that you see there.
Yeah.
And then also, Craig, a lot of our lamps are on sale. This one here with the birds and the leaves, it's also half price on sale for $103.99. And to go along with our retreat type of look, another very unusual light fixture here, also on sale, half price, only $56.99.
You know, the word retro and the word retreat, they just have really unique feelings associated with them, don't they?
It's all about creating a relaxed atmosphere.
Yeah. Well, we're going to continue with that. And, you know, speaking of relaxed, Di was telling me before the show that this blown glass, I think her mother had some blown glass back in the 40s.
That's
50s.
right, 40s and 50s. You're right.
So it's really retro, isn't it?
And we're going to have some of that incorporated in here.
Cool. Well, let's get going some more here. What do you say?
Okay, thank you.
Up next, as Mark reaches into our little area of goodies here, you've got a little throw, it looks like, huh, Mark?
That's right. Diana's selected this fabric here for the colors, and she's layering this on top of our bistro table and chair set there. And adds a little splash of color. I'd like to also share with the viewers. The bistro table here for the set is only $399.99.
Bistro table, retreat, they go hand in glove as well, don't they?
Yes, they do. And Craig, this is one of our indoor-outdoor pillows, perfect for the deck or the patio, mildew resistant, and these are $29.99.
Very good. Can never get enough pillows, can you? Never.
Well, we have another pillow here.
I know.
And this one has a beautiful hand-stitched bird pattern on it. It's $43.99.
Excellent. Up next.
And we're setting the table for a party. These are some lid covers. They're actually silicone, been very popular, and actually they're weighted, and it does a nice job of keeping the bugs out of your drinks for your deck or your patio.
I recall you featured that last year, didn't you?
They've been extremely popular. These have a butterfly design or a motif on it, and our guests have really enjoyed them. Also, the ceramics on sale, low price point, only $3.99.
All right. You know, you have a way of making me hungry every time I come here. What's up with that, huh?
Well, these are not from the Garden Cafe. This is actually food for decoration. It's artificial food.
Yeah, it looks so real, doesn't it?
It's non-perishable, but yes, it's a great way to decorate for your deck or your patio.
Retro Retreat, the theme. And ideas here, by the way, free of charge. Many of these items that are for sale are a limited edition, so come on in later this morning.
Craig, this piece of fabric is actually a woman's scarf here that Diana has selected, and she's tied one in a knot. Price on this is $22.99, and she's actually repurposing this and going to drape that over our furniture piece there.
Yeah, that's a nice look. Di does such a good job, doesn't she?
She definitely has that magical touch
She
there.
does.
I love her outfit, how she's dressed today.
I know.
Custom floral arrangement by Diana here. I love how she's added the wired ribbon to the handle. And of course, all of the daisies there in an old bucket. Price point is $69.99.
A little bit of vertical spikiness there, right?
There you go. And that's our French lavender.
Yeah, cool.
Thank you, Diana. Nice job.
Very fresh looking. I like that.
And because we are featuring a retro retreat, we've got a lot of lake and cabin inspired items. This is one of our pieces of wall art. Right now, a large majority of our wall art's on sale, half price, only $20.99. Escape to the lake.
Now, have you been out to the lake yet this year?
Actually was out, got a boat out last week.
Cool.
Love being on the water.
There you go. Lots of folks do. And that's a great item down there. I like that.
Craig, some very beautiful hand-blown glass. Each one is unique and different because of the different artists and that. And Diana's picked these out because of the colors tie in with the wall art, as well as a nice contrast of colors with the table covering. Little splash of red. I've got an antique reproduction birdhouse
I love
here.
that. That's cool.
Looks like something you'd find in Grandma's attic.
Yeah.
Only $4.99.
Oh,
using
come on.
that as an accent.
$4? Come on. That's cool. I'd
Isn't
buy
that nice
100
how
of those.
You've got a little splash of color there. Another small wall piece art here. In my mind, I'm on vacation, and so price is only $11.99 for this.
You know, in my mind, I'm on vacation most of the time, and that's probably what bothers my wife the most, Mark. I never pay attention. Do you get that at home?
All the time, of course. We love repurposing lanterns. Diana's taken one of our red lanterns and just simply with the addition of some seashells there and our battery operated candles, which also operate on timers. You can set it for a 4-hour run period or an 8-hour. They turn on and turn off automatically.
Excellent. You know, to have a lantern is one thing, and then to decorate it the way Diana has is quite another. And it really comes to life there. That's cool.
Craig, last Saturday we featured sunflowers, and we've got some more sunflowers arrangements this year. This is a little smaller scale.
Yeah.
Beautiful, nice floral arrangement, only $27.99.
But those aren't going to stay that fresh looking very long, are they?
They're permanent botanicals, so
Oh,
yes.
come on.
They
Come
will
on.
stay that way.
You mean those aren't real? Look at those. Those are cool. Awesome.
Then you can never have too many birds, and so we are featuring different birds. This, of course, is Big Bird here, kind of whimsical, and it's a hand-painted metal bird, only $22.99.
Those are nails, right?
Those are nails. Very good. Now, we like to work with a lot of our birds in pairs. A lot of birds mate for life in that, and love this metal bird here. We've got all the different colors in that in there that you see in our vignette. It would be nice if we had another bird that would match this. This is only $10.99. It's just sad that we don't have another one to match that.
Oh.
Check this out in Diana's purse. She just happens to have the other bird.
Oh, if
Thank
only
you,
Monty
Diana.
Hall were here, huh?
I have to share with viewers a beautiful handmade purse that Diana's modeling today. It's a Victoria Leland design, and it's all handmade, on sale, half price, only $77.99. It looks absolutely beautiful with her outfit today.
Yeah. See, she probably grew up in the 60s like me, right? That was kind of groovy and retro.
Maybe even the 70s.
60s and 70s.
There you go.
She's
there you
much
go.
younger than me. but
There
she,
you go.
She spent some time in the 60s, maybe.
We've got a table clock that Diana's incorporating in here. Comes with a little stand, only $18.99.
You know, we talked about lots of things here already, Mark, with the theme retro, but clocks are another item that you can't have too many of, right?
We incorporate them a lot into our displays. We also have a large selection of wall clocks as well. And actually what I like, Craig, is actually having a grouping of all different types of clocks together. Really makes a statement.
Yeah, absolutely.
Next here we've got Shorebird. Diana's already got the other one in place, only $11.99.
And the shorebirds, appear to be looking in one direction, like the one is looking at the clock. And the
Checking
other
out
one-
what time it is.
The other one's trying to get on a stand, which is not cooperating. Kind of like Bloomer.
There you go. We've got a hand-carved wooden bowl here, which Diana's filled with some seashells. $17.99 for a beautiful wooden bowl. And we also have a seashell vessel, $12.99 for that as well.
Very nice. Retro Retreat, the theme here. Plants, trees, and shrubs coming up in just a bit. The freebie sale in just a few moments.
Craig, these are kind of fun. Kind of reminds me of my grandparents' house when I was a kid with the antique furniture that they had on their front porch here. Nice splash of red, which ties in with the other red elements. Only $11.99. If you look in the vignette, Diana's already got another one incorporated in there.
Saw that. Very nice. All these items for sale as long as they're available.
Bright splash of yellow color here with some spring pansies. A pot of pansies, only $7.99. Very fresh like. And then also you see how that ties in with the different yellows there and pulls those colors out. And we're also using splashes of red. Diana's got a lot of red geraniums incorporated in here. I love geraniums. And these potted geraniums, she's using them in groupings, and when you have them in groupings, Craig, that adds more of a splash or a punch of color.
Yeah.
The potted geraniums are only $29.99.
Yeah, just don't tip it too much. You're going to lose some of that. Oh, whoa, whoa.
Thank you, Diana.
It looks very real. Great, great ideas here for your home, your cottage, your retreat. And you know, every segment deserves a wow. And Mark, I think you've got a wow here that maybe will beat all wows. I like this one.
Oh, it's one of my personal favorites as well. This is an antique reproduction bike, and Diana's done a great job of adding to it. She's got all the flowers in the front basket, the back basket, and then even where the petals are, we've got containers of flowers there as well. This is something that our guests could feature on a front porch or a back patio.
Yeah.
And the bike itself is $259, and that's without the florals. Those are add-ons.
Excellent. Some really good ideas here today.
Well, thank you, Craig.
Very, very interesting. And the theme that Di came up with today, Retro Retreat, is reflected all around us here today. So pick up on these great deals. Again, many of these items, one of a kind, aren't they, Mark?
Oh, most definitely, especially the bike that we just featured. One and done.
One and done. And you know, Di's feelings aren't hurt if you come and purchase that, right?
You know what? We've even had some things disappear before the show airs. So.
Yeah. Well, that's probably maybe a little bit of a tip or a hint maybe to come on out here early if you can. We've got a lot of things going on out in the conservatory, Mark, right?
That's right.
Plants, trees, and shrubs.
Oh my goodness, it is the heat of the season.
Yep, now's the time to be planting, and we'll have all that for you when we come back, so stay tuned. Welcome back to our program here at Linton's Enchanted Gardens. We're inside the beautiful conservatory here. And Mark, this is the time of the year when you get really excited about making the transition from inside to out. And what better way to do that than with plants, trees, and shrubs that are drastically reduced in price here during the freebie sale.
That's right, Craig. And we've got a lot of ideas to share with the viewers. We've got all sorts of plant material that work out well for full sun, all the way to those that have dense shade.
Now, your guests have been picking up on these plants, trees, and shrubs already. They are really in full swing right now, aren't they?
You know, we started seeing the demand change and pick up just a couple weeks ago.
Yep.
And we're having some pretty consistent nice weather outside, so it's fun to start digging in the dirt.
Very good, and a lot of us like to do that. And let's get started with some ideas here for you at home. Again, this is the freebie sale and a great way to save big here at Linton's. Mark?
Craig, our first one that we're featuring here is our Hypericum, and it's also known as St. John's wort and used for medicinal purposes. It's our golden sunburst St. John wort, and Craig, that blooms with a beautiful yellow daisy-like type of flower during the middle of summer, so now is the time to plant it so you can enjoy those flowers later on this season. It works out best in full sun, and because it's a summer performer, I like to plant it by a deck or a patio where you can be outdoors and enjoying it during the summer months. Normally, this large plant is $25.99. This week, it's buy two, get one free.
Excellent. Up next.
Next is our dwarf Korean lilac, and if you look closely, just loaded up with buds. And this blooms identical to the old-fashioned common lilac, only in a smaller package. And has those beautiful purple fragrant flowers. And in order for it to perform and bloom well, it does need full sun. So unfortunately, those gardeners that have heavily shaded areas, this one's not going to work for you. But
Gotcha.
What I love about the dwarf lilac is it gives you the same effect as old-fashioned common one that got absolutely huge, 12, 14 feet tall, in a much smaller dwarf compact package. The normal price is $29.99, and this week it's buy two, get one free.
You get a little extra bonus of an aroma with the lilac too, don't you?
Oh my goodness. You know what I like to do is actually take cuttings of those flowers, bring them inside the house, put them in a vase with water. You're going to have them inside. They're going to last for about 10, 12 days. Place them in one room. You're actually going to be able to smell and enjoy that throughout the entire house.
Excellent, excellent. Up next?
One of my favorite ornamental grasses here, this is a liriope. It's a variegated liriope, variegated because of the different coloration that you see here in the leaf. And it's actually one of the few ornamental grasses that blooms with a true flower. Most ornamental grasses have more of a dried, kind of feathery plume.
Right.
This one does not, Craig. This one actually has taller spikes, about 3 to 4 inches, that shoot up and hover above the foliage, and it will continue to bloom throughout the entire summertime. Nice thing about this is it grows in full sun, also tolerates dense shade. So very, very flexible, very adaptable, only gets to be about 8-10 inches in height. Normally $9.99, and this week it's buy two, get one free.
And we're going to see a lot of these samples here on location in the coming weeks.
Most definitely.
Yep.
These are the landscape plants that we install for our customers.
Right, right.
Next here is a little ground cover plant, very low maintenance option. It is our Japanese garden juniper. As this grows and matures, it has a slight mounding effect, a little higher in the center, tapering down to the ends. You have more of the growth going horizontally rather than upward. Maintains this beautiful, almost moss-like type of appearance 12 months out of the year, and also does best in full sun. The Japanese garden junipers, normally $29.99. This week it's buy two, get one free.
Now, the question comes up, I'm sure. Are these going to look as good as they do here once I get them at my place and install them? I plant them around the house?
Well, it's very important for our customers to know that you need the proper plant in the proper location, and that all comes down to knowledge. And what we like to do is have very knowledgeable staff here to inform our guests and coach them through that process. And we also spend a lot of time putting the information on the tags there. This year, we are introducing over 800 new plants. Will be our new plant introductions. And so Jackie, our garden center manager, was writing out over 800 plant descriptions this year.
You kept her busy, didn't you?
Very busy, yes.
Next up?
This here, Craig, is flowering quince, and you've probably heard of quince apples, which make quince jam. This actually produces those edible apples. It's also an ornamental shrub. You'll see closely here, there's some flower buds that are going to open up, be a beautiful pink and kind of a pastel peachy pink colored flower. This does best in full sun, tolerates a little bit of shade. It does get to be a larger flowering ornamental, can get anywhere from 4 to 6 feet, depending upon how you prune it. The flowering quince is normally $24.99. This week it's buy one, get one free.
Now, is that a succulent there?
It is, very good.
Good.
And what you can tell is you feel those spongy leaves.
Yeah.
And the nice thing about succulents is those spongy leaves, they actually can hold and store moisture. So if you've got some dry areas, you want to plant some succulents, and they actually thrive somewhat on neglect.
Wow.
Of course, you have to water them initially to get them rooted
Sure.
and established, but then they perform very well. Love that soft texture
Very
that you see
unique
there.
texture. Yeah.
That is our autumn fire sedum. We grow a lot of different types of sedums. This is a fall bloomer, therefore autumn fire, and it blooms with dark red colored flowers. As it matures, it's going to get to be about another 10, 12 inches in height, a little taller than what you see right
Yeah,
now.
that's a winner. I like that one.
Normally $14.99 for that one, and it's buy one, get one free.
All right, the freebie sale as we continue here, Mark.
Beautiful evergreen here that's actually not green, it's gold in color. This is our gold lace juniper, soft textures, maintains gold color 12 months out of the year. So this works out really well for the bones of the landscape. And does best in full sun, not really a shade-loving plant. Normally $29.99, and it's buy two, get one free.
Everything we see here pretty much low maintenance, right?
Most definitely, and especially this ornamental grass here. Nice grass here because of the blue color. I love the blue and gold.
Yes.
Notre Dame colors for all those Notre Dame fans out there. Called blue dune grass, and it's a great ornamental grass for a ground cover. It does spread and multiply. Also gets some feathery plumes later on in the fall, but maintains that blue color all throughout the season, spring, summer, and fall. Blue dune grass is normally $9.99, and it's buy two, get one free.
All right, got some color as we make the turn here.
Yes, this is our, this is our Summer Glory sedum here. It's a sedum ground cover plant, only reaching 2 inches in height, going to spread horizontally. I love to incorporate this into a rock garden, plant this in between cracks and crevices, boulders and that. Kind of let it trail over the side there. The Summer Glory sedum's normally $9.99, and this week it's buy one, get one free.
Here's a splash of color, huh?
Old-fashioned favorite, and you know what? In just another week or two, as you drive around Michiana, you are going to see forsythia all over the place. You don't realize how common it is until you see it in bloom, and if you see those big splashes of yellow, you know it's forsythia. So, sure sign that spring has arrived, and does best in full sun. Really does not produce a lot of flowers if it's planted in the shade. And you also want to give it plenty of room to grow. This can turn into a magnificent 5 or 6 feet shrub. It's almost 5 or 6 feet in width as well. The Northern Sun forsythia is normally $24.99. This week it's buy one, get one free.
Next?
Next, Craig, is for all of our bird lovers out there. This is a great flowering shrub to attract birds to your property. It's our Korean spice viburnum, and it produces clusters of red berries later on in the fall. And in the springtime, before the berries emerge, you see these clusters of white flowers. Very sweet, very fragrant, just like the lilac. And this one, unlike the lilac, grows in full sun and also dense shade. So very flexible, very adaptable. Gets to be about 5, 6 feet in height, so you want to plant it in an area where you're looking for a little bit more height.
Sure.
Normally $29.99, and this week it's buy two, get one free.
All right, this is the freebie sale. Lots of great value here as we get to the very end of what we've been talking about here in terms of plants, trees, and shrubs.
Next up, Craig, is our yellowtip cypress, a very architectural type of evergreen. Something you don't prune, just kind of naturally shaped itself. Very soft texture to it, maintains that look 12 months out of the year. Very low maintenance because there's no pruning involved. The yellowtip cypress is normally $39.99, and this week it's buy two, get one free.
All right, here's one of your favorites, I think, coming up.
That's one of our hollies, and a lot of gardeners are aware that in order to get the red berries on hollies, you need both a male and a female. And in the past, you would have to buy a male and a female, 2 separate shrubs. But what we do is actually put them both in the same pot. And so guaranteed you only have to buy one, but you've got both male and female in the same container. We call it our Royal Court Holly. And they're $29.99, and this week it's buy two, get one free.
Do you find the male and female enjoy being that close all the time, 24/7?
They love each other.
They love each other. Okay,
Yes.
good. And everybody loves each other here at Linton's, plants included.
That's right.
A couple more here, right?
Next up is our oak leaf hydrangea. It gets its name because the oak-shaped leaves that you see to it.
Yeah.
As it grows and matures, it's going to reach up to be about 6-8 feet tall. So this is
that
one
right?
of
That's
the
awesome.
largest hydrangeas. You want to give
Wow.
it plenty of room to grow. Blooms with huge showy white flowers, and what's really cool is the branch structure. As it matures, you're going to see kind of a paper peeling type of bark, somewhat like a river birch tree.
Very cool.
Does well in shade, also tolerates some sun, and that's our Snow Queen hydrangea, normally $34.99. This week it's buy two, get one free.
All right, one more here, Mark.
Yes, and that's our powwow barberry, a beautiful green-leafed barberry. Blooms with tiny little bell-shaped flowers in the springtime, normally $27.99. This week it's buy one, get one free.
That's the freebie sale. Mark, great opportunity for folks to stop in later today and tomorrow. How about those hours again, can you?
We are open both Saturday and Sunday, 8 a.m. until 6 p.m. And then throughout the week, we open at 8 a.m. and open till 7 p.m. Garden Cafe is open the exact same hours.
And if you'd like to find out more about Linton's, of course, lintons.com is the website. Mark, thanks very much.
Thank you, Craig.
For our entire crew, for our producer, Gary Martin, this is Craig Wallen. Until next time, so long, everybody.